I've been carp fishing about 35 years or so. I started doing sea fishing with my dad. Then I went into general course fishing, float fishing, feeder fishing, and then just progressed on to carp fishing. Now I'm a mad carp angler. Right, I think carp fishing for me, there's a lot of good memories, a lot of good friendships, but probably my main one was catching my UK PB common, which was 57.8. See one just poke its head out, and I thought to myself, I've got nothing else to go on, I might as well drop in here for the night. And it was in the swim where I fished and baited the previous week as well. So I've got round there, got set up, long story short, done the night, nothing happened. Woke up in the morning and it was drizzling, thick cloud, and all of a sudden I saw a fish stick his head out close in, swim round the corner. So I thought, I've got to move. It's pissing down, but I've got to move. So I wrapped the gear up, quickly run round with a bucket, come round, got the rest of the gear, went back round there, got the rods out, all went out sweet, put 2 big buckets of bait out, because they do like a bit of food on there. And that evening, I saw one bosh from where I moved from, and I thought, I shouldn't have moved. Anyway, went to bed, quietly confident that something was going to happen. Woke up in the night to it literally sounded like a washing machine going in. I peeped out the door and one boshed over the left-hand rod, and I thought, I'm going to have one. Went back to sleep anyway eventually. Woke up to a screaming take on the middle rod. Pulled into it and it was just absolute fight from hell. Weeded me up 6-7 times I suppose. Under the tip there was an area probably about 10 foot square in the weed. And this fish was just plodding. And I thought, I can't give it any line. It's going to make the weed. So I just literally clamped down on it. Eventually, second attempt, went in the net. Looked in the net and I thought, that is massive. Didn't really want to put the head torch on. But I went to pick it out of the water and I could barely lift it, to be honest. Put it on the unhooking mat. I've got a Thinking Angler's unhooking mat and it was off the end of each side. Quickly retained it all up because it was just getting light. Got it out, weighed it up, done some self takes. Yeah, 57.8 common. That's my PB. Right, well, as well as good memories, there's always bad memories with fishing. Probably the worst memory by far is I rolled my van on the way home from the lake one day. Basically, I left, I used to fish Chilham Mill when it was mid-Kent, and me and my mate was airing up the road, got round this bend, and a tractor had come out on me. So I hit the brakes, basically clipped the fence, ended up rolling and rolling and rolling across the other side into a field. And all I was bothered about was my fishing gear all wedged in the back, and I sort of turned my head back, but it was all still in the same position. The van was all caved in, and we literally, my mate was shaking. We pushed the van back up, started it up, and it just started. The roof rack was hanging off, the lights were hanging off. I got home, my missus was crying. It was hilarious, really, but it was bad at the time. My go-to rig is probably a normal blowback rig with a bottom bait. I tend to use that mainly on a sort of clearish bottom. If I can get away with it, I'll definitely use that. But I do sometimes use like a Johnny Mac rig for pop-ups, chop rigs, time and a place. But that's it really. I'm a massive fish meal man. I'm a great believer in proper big fish like a proper bit of food, and I think fish meals for me is the one. Complex tea by Dynamite Baits, that's my favourite. I do really like that. It's got everything in it I would want in a bait. I also use quite a lot of particles at times, a mixer too, as well as crumb. Oh, and liquids. I'm big on liquids as well. Right, my favourite type of venue is probably the quieter the better. I like to do my own thing, not to be disturbed. Quite like weedy waters, with some, as long as it's got some nice fish, a couple of big ones perhaps, but the main thing is quiet. Right, I try to get a 24-hour session in every week. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Occasionally I do a 48-hour session, and sometimes socials with mates, especially in the winter time. Probably my experience, I've been carp fishing for a long time and previously done other lines of fishing. Also, I fished a lot of venues over the years, and I do short sessions. My location's usually pretty good. I travel light. Hopefully I can bring something to the other anglers out there to hopefully try and catch them a fish or two. Also, I'm not stuck in one method. I use any method, and sometimes methods that are not even known really, to catch a fish. And that's about it really. I'll just try and catch a fish and enjoy it.